Hello, everyone, and Jesus Christ, I'm bright.
And now for something completely different.
Exactly. Anyway, welcome. Today, it finally begins. Ultima 7, next chapter in the story of the Avatar. Don't worry, that happens all the time, Shen. I'm always confused. And I always keep forgetting that when I reset the computer, or restart the computer, the camera settings kind of go, eh. There's a linguistic teacher from different university gifted you a t-shirt of his scientific web show and has asked your teacher for your email. Okay. Yes, Humpa. And that will soon make sense to a lot of people. Well, a lot of people. The few people who are here. That will soon make sense. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't supposed to stream today, but I decided instead to stream after all. So, yeah. Anyway. Well, I kinda think of it as a quadrilogy, because Ultima 7 Part 2 is, after all, a standalone game instead of an expansion pack, so... but it's easier to say trilogy. Anyway, since today was a spontaneous stream day that I wasn't supposed to have, and I'm relatively late compared to when I usually try to start around half an hour ago, let's do this. Main screen, turn on. Also, I might actually have to... that. There, now everything should be fine. Oh yes, that's a very nice cover. It took a while to do. It was very difficult to make. But also, I noticed one thing. One thing that I find a negative thing about GOG Galaxy, by the way. In GOG Galaxy, I only see Ultima 7 Serpent Isle, but when I install Ultima 7 Serpent Isle, it's instead Ultima 7 The Black Gate. So I had to download Serpent Isle from the website instead. It's weird. I think I'm gonna have to make a mention about that there's something wrong with their database, and it's showing games wrong. It's weird. But let us begin.
Avatar! Know that Britannia has entered into a new age of enlightenment. Know that the time has finally come for the one true Lord of Britannia to take his place at the head of his people. Under my guidance, Britannia will flourish, and all of the people shall rejoice and pay homage to their new guardian. Know that you too shall kneel before me, Avatar. You too will soon acknowledge my authority, for I shall be your companion, your provider, and your master.
Something's obviously amiss. It has been a long time since your last visit to Britannia. The mystical orb beckons you. It has opened gateways to Britannia in the past, and holy shit, the cycles are fast. Behind your house lies the Circle of Stones. Why is a moon gate already there? You have only one path, and fuck, this is fast. I didn't Baldur. By lowering the cycles, because Jesus, that was fast. Yeah, why would we worry about an obviously evil red face thingy? Remember, we had to use separate properties to be able to run this game in our old computer and have enough. Yeah, the boot discs were a thing to have enough memory available. But then again, when you got to extended memory, then that problem kinda started going away, and you could just basically do everything with the extended memory, loading things like CD drivers into that and everything. So, but yeah, I remember the days of the boot discs. You have only one path, and that path is sprinting. Time to speedrun this. Yeah, sure. That's gonna happen. Name, Finn. Sex, yes please. There, 'tis horrible! I know, 'tis shocking. Who could have done it? I know not. He had no enemies. Poor man. What is to be done? I know not. A rather large, familiar man looks up and sees you. Apparently the PC is powerful enough to create a world, but not enough to play Crysis. Yeah, that makes sense. And yes, I installed the font patch. And yeah, Ultima Online vibes. You can see the similarities. The shock that is evident from his dumbfounded expression quickly evolves into delight. He smiles broadly. Finn! If I did not trust the infallibility of mine own eyes, I would not believe it. I was just thinking to myself, oh, if only the Avatar were here, then... Lo and behold, who says that magic is dying? Here is living proof that it is not. Dost thou realize, Finn, that it had been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Iolo winks conspiratorially. He whispers, due no doubt to the difference in the structure of time in our original homeland, and that of Britannia. He resumes speaking aloud. I have aged a little, as thou can see, but of course, I have stayed here in Britannia all
What's
this
a paladin?
time. Who knows, Komodo? Maybe we'll find out. How you doing?
Betrayal!
Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They will be happy to see thee. Now welcome to Trinsic. The distraught peasant interrupts Iolo. Show him the stables, my lord. This horrible. Iolo nods, his joy fading quickly as he is reminded of the reason he was standing there in the first place. Ah yes, our friend Petray here discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps Lord British will know the reason behind this tremor. You see a middle-aged nobleman. Iolo! Who is this stranger? Why, this is the Avatar, Iolo proudly proclaims. Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. Well, Iolo just said he is going to accompany us, didn't he, Caius? And this is Finn the Avatar. I simply cannot believe he is here. The mayor looks you up and down, not sure if he believes Iolo or not. He looks at Iolo skeptically. I swear to thee, it is the Avatar. The mayor looks at you again as if he were studying every pore on your face, and finally, he smiles. Oh, welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly, Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. If thou art truly the Avatar, perhaps thou canst help us solve it. I would feel better if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou shalt be handsomely rewarded if thou dost discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? Yeah, sure. Petrie here knows something about all this. The peasant interjects. I discovered poor Christopher and the gargoyle in ammo early this morning. The mayor continues. Hast thou searched the stables? Well, no, I just came out of a moon gate and everybody's talking to me. Then I suggest that thou lookest inside and talkest to me again. Same Cthulhu. Well, he could barely hit the broadside of a barn anyway, but, you know, we gotta keep our friends close and everything. There, saved. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3 lockpicks, an actual map. Nice. That looks like a torch. We have 10 gold coins, a cup, bread, apples, and a bottle. Actually, we have a bottlele. A bottlele. Bottlele. Yeah, I'm having Omahauska. Yes, my friend. Can you tell me about the stables? Oh, thou must see for thyself. Embrace thyself, my friend. It is truly a horrible sight. Yes, Caius? Well, that looks nice. He does have a key. Now I have a key. Yeah, he tripped and accidentally managed to somehow chop off all of his appendages. Too heavy. I think I just dumped a bucket of blood onto the floor. No, I haven't. Now, actually, I will do a thing. I will check the manual quickly. Check a little bit of the controls. Because, again, it's a new engine. So might check the basics first. So how do I, for example, inspect things? Yeah, but Shan, that hoe would really need to be quite destructive to do that kind of damage. The good old saying of Ultima, remember, it's not stealing if you have a key, which you stole. Exactly. You actually can fill the horse's trough with the blood. Jesus Christ. Yes, it's Unreal 0.2. Let's see. Where are the basic commands? Click, look. Right button, take one pace. Double click, use, talk, attack, or find a path. Click and drag, left button move items, and right button walk continuously. Alright. Escape closes things. C turns combat mode on and off. I opens the inventory. Z opens the statistics window. S the save and load window. Alright. So that is the short description, okay. It's a bucket. Alright, Avatar carrying the bucket of blood. This, okay, what does Iolo have? An abacus? 16 gold, beef, bread, a bottle, cup, and 30 bolts. Ooh, what's that? Gargoyle jewelry. Or this gargoyle has nothing. Can I check what this one has? Nope, apparently I can't. Three gold coins and a torch. Well, they are my gold coins now. Can I stack torches? No, they're just gonna go on top of each other. Actually, let's grab the bread too. Now, let's see, I put it on myself. Where did it go? Take the fucking bag too. That'll probably be useful. Alright, so gargoyle jewelry. Seems like it might be important. I'll put my foodstuffs in this bag here. Not sure what you mean by a bread thing, Shan. Yes, the music now comes from the game itself. Okay, yes. I only remember a bread thing in Ultima 9, to be honest. I think I know what happened. The guy on the floor killed the gargoyle in a blood rage after coming to his senses and realizing what he had done, took his own life. Yes, and then his shoes, which were magical, jumped into the pool of blood and ran away. That's why he doesn't have any shoes on. It all makes sense now.
No!
Yes, it does.
Well, that's what atheists usually do. They spend time studying things so they can go, oh!
Alright, now I kind of want to see if I could find an empty bucket and fill that brow with blood. Wouldn't happen to have a bucket? Because, I have a bucket list of things to do. Alright, so they clearly went here. Now the bloodstains end. I tried double-clicking on it. Yeah, double-clicking. It does nothing! Are thou really the Avatar? Yes. Peter bows before you, my lord. Tell me about... What do you do here? I'm the stable's caretaker. So tell me about the murder. I discovered poor Christopher and Inamo earlier this morning. I did not touch a thing. Made me sick, it did. Can you tell me about Christopher? Nice man. He made shoes for mine horses. How about Inamo? He worked for very little money. Did basic chores around the stables and the pub. I let him sleep in the little back room. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just for this, should have chosen the female just for the middle lady. Can you tell me about the footprints that clearly lead away from here towards the walls? They both lead out through the back way, yes? Must be the tracks of the murderer. Eyes widen a bit more. Oh, murderers. Dun dun dun! Goodbye, the man sniffs. Alright, so the bloodstains end here. So they left from here, but that's all we know now. He was murdered by someone. You! Halt, murderer! Talk to me. I know you must know something. Do not run away from me. Crafty bugger. Now, where's the mayor again? Now, let's find the mayor, because we were supposed to talk to him after we had been there. What does this say? The Honorable Hound. Sounds like a pub. The Honorable Hound Register. Walter of Britain. Joffa of you. Yana. Yana! Yana! Yana is here. This is a woman who seems pleasant and welcoming. I'm proud to meet the Avatar, she says, beaming. Who might you be? My name's Ellen. What do you do, Ellen? I do the bookkeeping at the Fellowship branch. I work with my husband, Clog. Fellowship? What's that? Perhaps thou couldst call it a confident philosophy. We meet here at the branch office every night. What kind of philosophy? The Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life. Though what is called the triad of inner strength. The triad is simply three basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative and satisfied. In successful in life, they are strive for unity, because we think it is the best game engine ever made. Trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Strive for unity basically means that people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we are all the same, and we should not hate or fear each other. And worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Dost thou want to join? I don't know. Sure, whatever. Then thou shouldst immediately see battling in the Fellowship Hall headquarters in Britain. Where'd I put me pen? What's wrong with that? You know, a philosophy that's making blood sausages the best they can. That sounds reasonable to me. Battle in Fellowship Hall. In Britain. Can you tell me about your husband, Clog?
My husband Claude is a wonderful branch leader. He's an inspiration to all of the Trinsic members.
Tell me about the branch office.
The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia. It is a most popular philosophical society.
Do you know anything about the murder that happened?
Oh, it is awful, is it not? Of course, I was home with Clog all night.
Well, bye.
Goodbye. I hope to see you again.
Fellowship Hall. See, they are nice people. They are actually using proper fucking alphabets. Still, I want to find the mayor. This does not look like a mayor's office kind of a thing. Let's read people's books. Bloodied blades and buxom beauties. This illustrious tome depicts the life of the romantic pirate Roguere, as he sails the Northeast Sea. As he travels from port to port, his adventures become increasingly dangerous and as equally lucrative. The climax of the novel, wink wink, finds Roguere in the clutches of a despotic island ruler, whom he must escape and save the beautiful native princess. My cup runneth over! By Marcin. This illustrious volume holds many detailed instructions for neophyte vintners. The books even includes tips on selecting choice grapes and proper labeling techniques. The tome lists several monks from the Brotherhood of the Rose as sources. Alright. Still looking for... goddammit. What was that rune again? What was that rune again? W, I think. Widow's Walk. That sounds like a nasty name. Oh, nice. We have cloud shadows. Widow's Walk, Husband's Fear. I never remember the double ones either. Other than that, that's E. Street of Honor. Hey, there's a bucket. Now, where the fuck's the mayor's office? That's the Fellowship Hall. That looks like a shipwright. Yeah, it's probably a big house. Now, hello, who might you be? You see a solid-looking but seemingly bored fighter. Hello, what's your name? I am Marcus the Trainer. What do you do? I'm a trainer here intrinsic, he says gruffly. If thou dost wish to increase thy skill in combat, I can help thee. Do you know anything about the murder? I heard about it, but I assure thee I know nothing of the details. Marcus yawns. Tell me about Trinsic. The fighter shrugs, huh? Sounds alright, I guess. What about the trading? The cost to train with me is 20 gold. Too costly, Rye. Oh. Which of you wishes to train? Me? Okay. You pay 20 gold and the training session begins. Very well, Marcus says, stifling a yawn. And cooking!
27 months already. Time goes fast when you're having fun. On to 27 more say.
Thank you very much, Cookie, for your 27 months of being a citizen to the wonderful country of the Total Real Finland trademark. Thank you very much for your support. And how you doing? I agree with that, Chaos. Cookie is an amazing person. Marcus wields his sword and faces you. He gives you a few pointers in stance and balance and demonstrates some sample thrusts. Giggity. Before long, you and the trainers are trading blows with weapons. He's obviously very good at what he does, and the experience is valuable to you. When the session is over, it is felt that there has been a gain in compatibility. Well, thank you very much. Alright, so this is how I increase my thingies then, I guess. Alright, and Iolo cannot magic. Doing fine, how are you? I'm, well, pretty fine. Decided to have a sudden stream after all today. Karena's Workout by Karena. Found within this plain-bound volume is a combat and exercise training manual. The work provides simple yet complete illustrations demonstrating a variety of steps that will not only disable an opponent but also aids in good cardiovascular circulation. Well, of course, Shan, it's an RPG. Of course I'm gonna read all the books. Hi, kid. Are you gonna murder me? You see a boy who appears to be a young teen. He's dirty and unkempt. It looks as if he's been crying, but he sits up straight and looks sharp when he sees you.
Who art thou? What dost thou want?
You realize the boy has a sling in hand. Alright, I'm already worried because my experience with children in Ultima is not good. Face the boy and tell him that if he tries anything funny, you're gonna stab him in the face.
Fine. He'll be fine.
I'm very experienced with that. Hi, I'm Finn.
Kill those murderers dead!
So, what makes thee so special?
Boy, this is the Avatar. On my word is, he has come to help thee. Trust this old man.
I actually love Spark in Excel's paper doll form. Okay. Then the boy narrows his eyes, studying you. He slowly lowers his weapon, ready to act in case it's a trap. You admire the boy's obvious experience in dealing with strangers. You and Spark stare at each other. He's not sure what to do. Finally, he nods his head.
All right, I believe thee. Thou dost look like a painting I've seen. I'm sorry, my lord.
Now, what's your name, kiddo? Bertha.
I've always been called Spark.
Minä sinusta menen nukkumaan.
I have no job. I'm only 14, so I'm just learning how to best help father in the smithy,
He says proudly. Then his son realizes something which terrifies him.
Now that father's dead, I'm an orphan.
Oh, is it your father? Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Father was the best blacksmith in Britannia. People were always coming from everywhere to get him to make this and that. He was the blacksmith. I cannot believe that he's been murdered. He had no enemies that I know of. Unless it was the Fellowship.
How so? What do you think that?
Well, that's because their philosophy is about fucking blood. You dunce. At first they harassed Father, and when they came around asking us to join, I suppose they do good things, and many people like him. Father eventually joined the group after I went to Britain and took one of their tests.
Tests, you say?
I do not know anything about them. I never took one. Maybe thou shouldst ask for a man at the Fellowship branch, Clog.
Tell me about Clog.
He's the head of the Fellowship branch here in Trinsic. He and Father got into an argument a week ago when Clog and two of his friends came over to talk with Father.
You did kill Blacksmith in Dark Souls. There might have been more lasting consequences. See, this time the Blacksmith was killed before I got here, so I take no responsibility. What kind of an argument?
I don't know what it was about. Perhaps thou should ask Clog.
What if I'm going to ask Clang? Or am I too much of a patak for that?
My mother died a long time ago. I can just barely remember her.
Now tell me about the Fellowship branch.
The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia.
That's useful. Don't you have any friends?
I do not remember what they look like. I did not recognize them. They were most like some other members of the Fellowship.
You know about the murder?
I cannot believe he's dead, and poor Inamo too. It's so strange. I dreamed it was happening. Well, in a way. Last night I was having a nightmare about Father. I dreamed that he screamed, that he woke me up. I looked around the house, but he was not in his bed. He was wide awake, so I went out to find him.
A nightmare?
I know it sounds witless, but I dreamed that a big red-faced man was watching down on everything and looked down and noticed Father. That's all I remember.
So...
No, I did not find him. At least not right away, but I did see something.
What did you see?
I was in front of the stables. I saw a man and a wingless gargoyle running from behind the building. They ran toward the dock. Then I went inside and found Father.
Park's voice falters and begins to sob a little. Gargoyle, you say?
I cannot tell one gargoyle from another. Could not identify him. Except that he had no wings.
Tell me about Inamo.
He was very nice, gargoyle. He helped Father a lot and did tasks in the stables. Cannot think why anyone would want to kill him.
Do you know anything about the man you saw?
All I saw him was that the man had a hook for a right hand.
Aha, plot thickens. Man with hook hand. Led murder scene. Fellowship doesn't ring a bell. Hook, you say?
Wilt thou go find the man with the hook? Let me help thee, the boy pleads.
His tears cease and his face takes on a determined, forceful look.
Take me with thee, please. I must avenge Father's death. If thou dost not take me with thee, I will follow thee anyway.
Boy's all excited now.
I'm an expert with a slingshot. I can strike sewer rats with almost every shot. I used to ride a T-34 and blast swamp rats. And I'm small. I do not eat much. Take me with you. Don't take me. Just take me with you.
Iolo whispers to you.
I do not know about taking a child on the road with us, my lord.
Suddenly Spark lets his sling fly. His target, a small fly hovering above Iolo's head, is smacked out of the air. You laugh at Iolo's yelps. As Iolo yelps, jumps away, curses and runs his finger through his hair.
Told thee I'm good, may I join?
Sure, come with me. This time we can actually have a kid get killed and not feel bad about it.
Hooray!
Alright, I'll speak with you later. Or what's this? Sausage. There we go. Was this your home? Hi, Polly. Want to talk to me?
Pretty bird.
Ugly bird.
Ugly boy. Hey!
Ah, that's perfect. So if this is his home, wonder if... Now, what do we have here? Fellowship Medallion. 100 gold. Don't mind if I do. And a scroll. Thou hast received payment. Make the delivery tonight. Delivery of what? Now that's going to be the real question. Struck command by Gilberto. This tome is the fanciful story of a man who, along with several comrades, gains access to a flying vehicle, much like a cart, and uses his abilities to fight terrorists and despotic monarchs who employ mercenaries using their own flying carts. Oh, definitely, I can understand that. I'm just kind of sort of used to it because, well, Ultima Online basically used the exact same inventory system. But I still haven't found the mayor. Oh, that'll lay some line.
Yes, that's right. You see, there was a tiny flaw in the plan.
What was that, sir?
It was bollocks.
Swamp boots, bedrolls. Okay, so you're selling swamp boots and bedrolls. That sounds good. The Provisioner's Guide to Useful Equipment. While most suppliers will rave about the effectiveness of a good sword or specially fitted armor, I personally feel that the proper exploring gear is much more necessary. Consider this, dear reader, while thou might happen to encounter a wild bear in thy travels, or even less likely a troll, thou art doubtless going to be in need of much more mundane equipment. Wilt thou possibly be outside city walls when darkness comes? Then buy a torch. And how wilt thou carry the provisions? A backpack will provide necessary. And what about a container for thy refreshment? Purchase a jug or a bucket. As for, buy something! The Accidents of Armory. This book and heraldry not only describes various houses for ease of recognition, but also demonstrate elements used in their concaption, whatever that means. Thus, this book will also permit the reader to formalize an heraldic symbol of his own. He's a stern shopkeeper who might once have been a strong fighter. Thou hast entered my shop, so thou had best buy something. Who might I be addressing? I'm Finn. Oh, my name's Dell. Well, what do you do here, Del?
I sell weapons, armor, and provisions when I'm not doing work for the Fellowship. If thou art not going to buy anything to get thy face out of my sight.
Fellowship, huh?
The Fellowship's a wonderful organization that's open to all of the people of Britannia. I've learned so much through studying its philosophy, and it has helped me to live my life to the fullest. Though through the Fellowship I'm able to achieve what I've set out to do in my life, and I'm a better person for having joined.
That's good. What about the philosophy, then?
Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life. Though what's called the triad of inner strength. The triad's simply 3 basic principles, and oh, for fuck's sake, I'm just gonna say the same fucking shit that you were told before.
So, do you know anything about murder?
I'm afraid I know nothing about it, except for what has been said in the street, so do not ask me. If thou aren't going to buy anything, thou's wasting my time, go away. Pleasant chap, is he not?
So, what do you have to sell?
Certainly, my lord. What type of ware wouldst thou wish to see?
Armor or provisions? You said you had swamp boots. Does it count as armor?
What wouldst thou like to buy?
None of these. Show me the provisions. Forge backpack. Swamp boots.
A pair of swamp boots, well, for 40 gold, is it acceptable? Very good, at last we're getting somewhere.
Yes, another pair of swamp boots. Nothing right now, thank you very much. No, shit, I pressed buy instead of buy. God damn it.
Spend more money next time.
Oh, fuck you, asshole. I only came here because it said swamp boots. Still, do not buy him a computer. No, I would not dare to. Alright, YOLO. Then, did you have any shoes? No, you don't have any shoes, so take those. There we go. Hey, Shan, I'm creating jobs. By littering. I'm a job creator. Somebody needs to clean after me, after all. And I still haven't found the mayor. The bioparaphysics of the healing arts. Within this rather in-depth and complex look of healing art, the idea is considered to be the definitive text on healing wounds, curing poison, and resurrecting the recently dead. Within can be found suggested remedies for any known sickness in Britannia, including the dreaded Zoradin's disease, which causes a loss of vision followed by an extreme sensitivity to noise. In addition, the book lists a few of the after effects of healing and curing, such as an increase in appetite, intense restlessness, slight dizzy spells, though not for good, as an introduction to healing for beginners. The tome is perfect for the seasoned healer. Alright, and I have no idea if that's in here. The Apothecary's Desk Reference. It is the author's expectation that thou art reading this to familiarize thyself with the effects of various potions based on their color. The first part of this work will discuss such aspects, with the remaining pages covering the materials and steps required to make such alchemical creations. Definitions. Black potion. Drinking this will render the individual... This is good. This is very good. Potions. Black. Invisibility. Blue is a sleep potion. Orange, awaken. Purple potion, protection. White, illumination. Yellow, healing. Warning, a green potion. This potion is dangerous toxin. So dangerous ones are green is poison. Red will cure most poison, including those acquired from the slugs in the swamp. And that gained from drinking green. Okay, so red is remove poison. The next section details how one can best recreate these uncanny concoctions, and that we cannot read. Yeah, the Shanksonary. Shoot the moon. Herein can be found the guidebook for the Druidic culture. Details on rituals, spells, and the organizational structure fill the rather large numbers of pages that make up this fine wellspring of knowledge. And I still haven't found the mayor. Well, at least I found the blacksmith. It's clearly been ransacked. A blank sword. How you doing, Penguin? Man, it would be nice if I could smith myself a sword. Hey! Don't close doors on me. What was that? Thought I saw something moving. Leather leggings. Did you have leather leggings? No. Now you do. After all, your dad's, right? So it's fine. Yeah, well, that's all your option. Can I put on a hood? Yes, I can. I'm sure your dad doesn't need these anymore. More buckets? Now what's... the fuck? What's this? A spent scone. It's been ransacked, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna find anything useful from here. Okay, that did turn. I did not fucking imagine that. Health drops. Hey kiddo, take these. Veterans Guide to Weapons and Armor. Their effectiveness and value. Here is listed for easy comparison the various weapons and their effect upon opponents. Axe 200 10, blowgun 1 can be used with poison or sleep, bow 8, cannon 90, club 2, crossbow 10, dagger 1, halberd 10, hammer 4, 200 hammer 9, knife 2, mace 5, main gauge 2, morning star 5, powder keg 16. These are damage values just told to us by the game. Throwing axe, triple crossbow, whip. Magic axes. Oh yes. They are finally back. There's... Holy shit, that's a lot of... A musket. I want to get a musket and give it to the kid. Have a child run around shooting a gun. Blade of the Griffin Barony. This novel's about the knight's fight against the doctrines of society to win the love of a common maiden. Seriously though, where the fuck is the mayor? Mayor! That. This novel describes the life of a heroic warrior suffering from delusions of an alternate life as a rogue and a cutpurse. Seriously though, where the fuck did the mayor go? Hi, Doggo. Oh, that food smelling good. Don't tell me he's in the Fellowship Hall. I haven't been here because this is definitely the biggest one over here. The man exudes kindness and geniality. Oh, Avatar, I recognize thee at once. Word has moved through town quickly. I heard thou wert here. I'm assuming you're Clog. Yes, my name is Clog. Do you know anything about a murder? Well, the man says, reflecting, I was home all night and my wife Ellen will certainly verify that. But as we say in the Fellowship, worthiness precedes reward. Christopher must have done something bad. The poor gargoyle in armor, 'tis a pity. Sounds like a pretty stupid thing to think. Something bad happens, that means you're bad. I heard about an argument. Oh, last week Christopher started that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Can't so imagine. Well, we simply attempted to speak with him and alter his decision. The man verbally assaulted me and my companions with no provocation. I have no idea. I haven't seen anything like that yet, Cthulhu. Do you know the story of a man, car, door, hook, door, hand? I'm afraid I do not know. I heard something about a test. Oh, Batlin and Britain will be happy to administer our test to thee. Thou shouldst certainly take it, who knows? Thou mayest find something within thee that needs improving. I found out that you had some business with the blacksmith and had paid something. Tell me about this medallion.
Well, Christopher expressed interest in leaving the Fellowship. Perhaps he has stored it for safekeeping.
How about this scroll?
I do not know anything about that.
Tell me about Christopher.
Oh, he was a valiant member of the Fellowship for some time, and fortunately we got into a petty argument last week.
Tell me about Inamo.
I did not know the gargoyle. It sounds as if it was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just a pity.
How about the companions you had with you?
They have gone to Fellowship headquarters in Britain. They were here delivering Fellowship funds. Their names are Elizabeth and Abraham.
Those might be useful to remember. Well,
If there's anything else I may help you with, Finn, let me know.
It's fine. I'll just read your book. The Book of the Fellowship by Battling of Britain. Good morning to thee, gentle friend and traveller, no matter what time of day it might be, when thou art reading this, no matter what the hour of the clock, I say good morning to thee. I already like him. Because this very moment brings to thee the coming of the dawn. This dawn, as everyone knows, is the moment of when illumination comes. The dawn marks the end of the long dark night. Yes, that was a very long movie. It is the moment that marks a new beginning. It is my humble hope that these words may be for thee a dawning, or at least a sort of awakening. Okay, so he wasn't here either. Stop running away, I'm trying to talk to you. You see a salty old sailor who reeks of tobacco. Hi, what's your name? And I forgot the voice I was supposed to do, so... my name is Gargan. What do you do? I'm the Trinsic Shipwright. If thou wouldst like to know about a ship or a sextant, just say so. Finally somebody says about sextants immediately. Sextants. I sell sextants for 80 gold. No, okay, I don't have that much money. Suit thyself. Do you know a man with a hook hand? Matey, I've always been pirates and sailors with peg legs and hooks. Thou hast seen one, thou hast seen another. The man suddenly frowned. No, but thou dost mention it. I did see a man with a hook late last night after sundown. I was leaving the shop and saw him outside. There was a wingless gargoyle with him. They were walking east. Gargan sneezes, then coughs a couple of times. I told you it was him. Thank you very much for that. Do you know about the murder? I know, Piglet. I heard about that. Terrible thing to happen. Can't say I saw or heard anything, though. Yuck. Well, we might have some ship business later, but so... He saw them going east. That would be over there. Unless you saw them going east in here. Maybe he saw them going towards. Still, where the fuck is the mayor? Yeah, well, compared to the games we played previously, this is relatively new. Seriously, where the fuck's the mayor? Yeah, the map doesn't really help me much. There is something big behind the Fellowship Hall, though, so... Well, there is music, yes, Tim. Occasionally. Is this where the rune was? This looks good.
Oh, hast thou properly searched the stables?
Yes.
What didst thou find?
Well, we found a body.
I know that. What else didst thou found? Thou shouldst look again, Avatar.
We found a key.
Ask Spark about it, he may know something.
Let's talk about murder.
A crime like this has never happened in Trinsic before. I cannot believe this happened to Christopher and Inamo. Please, explore the town. I would appreciate if thou wouldst bring me a report on thy progress. Be sure to ask everyone in town about the murder. After speaking with Christopher's son, thou mightest next want to speak with Gilberto, the guard on watch at the dock last night.
Mayor hesitates and means to speak quietly.
Actually, I've seen something like this before. It's about 4 years ago in Britain.
Talk to Gilberto the guard. Let's see. Can you tell me about the Fellowship?
Oh boy, they're an extremely helpful group. Their branch office is just east of mine. Very optimistic group of people.
Tell me about Gilberto.
He was struck from behind early this morning and was knocked senseless. Johnson. No, he wasn't struck in his Johnson, but Johnson, the morning watch, found him unconscious. He's recuperating a chant to the healer's house west side of town.
Oh, he's at the healers. Okay. What can you tell me about Christopher?
Oh, Christopher was the local blacksmith. He lives, or rather lived, with his son in the northwest part of town. The blacksmith shop's in the southwest corner. Christopher was not a rich man by any means. He barely kept himself and his son alive, but he certainly enjoyed his work.
What about Inamo?
Oh, the gargoyle Inamo slept in the stables, as I understand it. I believe he emigrated here from Turfin a few months ago. Seems that he was merely a chance victim of someone intent on violence.
Tell me about your Johnson.
He's probably at the dock right now.
What about Chantu?
He's our town healer. He hath been here for years. Nice fellow.
Tell me about this Spark kid I have with me.
Oh, Christopher's son, called Spark. Their house is in the northwest area of town.
Alright, bye. I'm gonna go talk to the guard. The mayor nods his head at you and goes on about his business. Brommer's Britannia. Betwixt the covers of this atlas is a detailed description of the entire continent of Britannia and the nearby islands. Yes, that's a map. Okay, I'm assuming you're the guard. You see a grumpy fellow with a bloody bandage on his hand. Are you Gilberto?
Yes, I'm Gilberto.
Could you tell me about a man with a hook hand? Guard thinks a moment.
No, I cannot say that I saw a man with a hook.
Can you tell me about the murder?
Must have occurred shortly before I was knocked out.
Tell me about being knocked out, then.
It was just about sunrise. I was looking out to the sea. All of a sudden, I felt a blow on the back of my head.
He winces in pain. Tell me about the blow.
The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Johnson, the guard for the next watch, was shaking me. I'd been out about 10 minutes. I knew that because the sun had just peeked over the horizon, and the Crown Jewel had gone and sailed.
The Crown Jewel?
Did I forget to say, that's a ship that was docked here all night. I believe it's about to sail for Britain. That was just Gargan, the shipwright, to make sure. Anyway, I did not see mine attackers.
Maybe they left on the ship. Gilberto still seems a little wobbly, but his gesture indicates that he does not desire your aid.
My skull is still ringing, but I shall be all right momentarily.
Tell me about Johnson.
He takes the morning watch off the dock.
Did you see your attackers?
I wonder if they jump onto the ship. It could be all the way to Britain, but no.
Tell me about Gargan.
He's a good man, but he may not wish to stand too close to him. Thou mayst catch something.
Thank you for that.
Watch thy back.
Alright, so they may have jumped onto the Crown Jewel and left for Britain. Let's go talk to the shipwright. And perhaps then we will have our next goal, which is to go to Britain. I just keep getting easily lost, but I'm starting to learn Trinsic slowly. Oh yes, my friend, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. Bye.
'Tis always a pleasure to speak with you, my friend.
You are one of two.
Yes, matey.
Could you tell me about the Crown Jewel?
Yes, the ship was docked overnight.
Consult his log.
She sailed for Britain at sunrise. Do not recall seeing anyone get on or off.
Gargan snorts and coughs a couple of times. Well,
may thy day have smooth sailing.
I still believe that's probably my best lead right now. The murderer may be in town, or maybe not.
Yes, Avatar.
I have a report to make.
Are thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation?
Sure.
Very well. What was Christopher's occupation?
Blacksmith.
Is thou found at the murder site?
I found a key.
What did the key open?
It opened a chest.
What is thou found in the chest?
I found gold, a medallion, and a scroll.
Dost thou have a suspect?
Yes.
What does this villain look like?
He has a hook hand.
And it leads in finding this villain.
Yeah, he might have left for Britain. Mayor is pleased.
Seeing that thou art pursuing thine investigation with genuine fervour, methinks thou dost go find to Britain and see if thou canst find this man with a hook. Here's half of thy reward money. Thou wilt receive the rest when thou dost prove that the killer hath been brought to justice.
The mayor hands you 100 gold coins.
Dost thou need the password?
Yes.
Before I give thee the password, I must admit I had my doubts about thou truly being the Avatar. I must ask thee to indulge me in order to satisfy my somewhat suspicious nature. I shall ask thee a few questions regarding the geography of Britannia. Please answer with the number of the longitude or latitude from thy cloth map.
Okay, so now comes the copy protection. Ah.
And remember, longitude refers to the lines that run north-south that are determined by the numbers at the bottom of the map. Latitude refers to the lines that run east-west. They are determined by the numbers on the left side of our map. These questions are answered correctly, then I will cast aside all me doubts. What is the latitude of the northernmost point of the island of Spectrum?
Alright. Where the fuck is the island of Spectrum? Hi, Tibolin. Yes, they switched to Treaty-O. Alright, Spectran is... Spectran is the island that had the pirate treasure in the last game. So let's see. I can barely fucking read those numbers, though. 2, 3... I'm gonna open the black and white map for myself because I think that was a little bit more clear. What the fuck are those? I don't get those goddamn numbers at all. What the fuck are those supposed to be? Are those runic as well? I'm gonna have to get myself some kind of a... Oh, never mind. Now I got it. I'm an idiot. I think. Maybe. $120. Now, how do I answer? Here. What is the latitude? What latitude runs through the center of Buccaneer's Den? Well, I know Buccaneer's Den. Latitude runs through it. It's... If I can read it correctly, it is 60. Let's turn off the map. Latitude running through the center of Skara Brae. Skara Brae is over there, so that should be then 30.
Excellent. I have no doubt that thou art the one true avatar. Oh, I almost forgot. The password to leave or enter the town is Blackbird.
Alright, that was definitely a copy protection. Yeah, and sorry, you guys can't really see it properly, but there are numbers on the sides of the map. So I took the black and white map and used that because that's more clear. It doesn't have that smudging on the edges that this map has. That was easier to read the fucking numbers.
Thou art either the avatar or a cartographer. I'm not entirely sure.
That is true. Either or. Alright. Puppy protection completed. Just stop so I can talk to you so I can leave. Is he a tough-looking guard who takes his job very seriously? Hi, I'd like to leave.
What is the password?
Blackbird.
Very well, thou mayest pass.
Oh no, not more rain.
Yes, that is the proper direction to travel, Avatar.
Oh, thanks.
Fellowship presents, sing the passion play. Come view the Fellowship presents thing.
No, the green arrow is the cursor, Javelin. The short, stocky actor in his mid to late 40s. Cannot speak to you now because he's concentrating on the lines for the passion play. Perhaps you should speak to Paul. Who's Paul? Young entertainer who beckons to you. I'm Paul. My colleagues' names are Merrill and Dustin. Hi, what you doing here? We perform a passion play about the Fellowship. It costs only 2 golds per person to see. If thou dost want us to perform it, please say so. Sure, perform... what the fuck's a passion play? A passion play is a morality tale performed on stage. Sure. Perform all you wish. Wouldst thou like to see our passion play? Yes. Paul takes you gold. We thank thee. If thou wouldst make thyself comfortable, we shall begin. As the actors take their places and don mask, you settle down to watch the action. Spark whispers to you, I wish there was a confectioner that sold candied apples. The music starts to play as Paul takes center stage and addresses the audience. Welcome to our tale, a tale so true to life, it is a tale of tragedy. A man has lost his wife. But the story need not be sad. When the Fellowship is here, the Triad of Inner Strength gives one no cause to fear. Dustin takes the stage as Paul moves away. Merrill lies on the ground in front of him and assumes a death-like pose. I hope we'll find out, Chaos.
Tis doom.
Tis despair. Tis death. My beloved wife is gone. Disease has taken her away. And left me with but a song. Dustin puts his head in his hands and mimes sobbing. As he sobs, Merrill rises from a death in a ghost-like fashion, then addresses Dustin.
Mine husband, my love, do not despair, 'tis not doom. Thou shalt rise above all this melancholy and doom.
Who doth speak to me? Could it be she? Or have I indeed gone mad? But who else could it be?
Mine husband, thou must listen. Thou hast thy comfort within thy grip. Thou must only join a cult.
Merrill drifts off stage, leaving Dustin alone. The Fellowship, she said. Well, what do I need with it? I have mine 8 virtues and mine healers. With these, nothing else will fit. Paul enters the stage with Merrill, who now wears a different mask. But that is where thou art wrong. The Fellowship exists to help thee. The Triad of Inner Strength is here to give thee a sense of unity. Join us now and thou wilt see. Join thy brothers in our plan to promote the tenets of our group. Thou wilt be a better man. At this point, an elaborate mimed sequence reveals how Dustin joins the Fellowship, receives his medallion from a branch leader, portrayed by Paul, and receives congratulations from Merrill. Strive for unity at all times, and trust thy brother through all ill. For worthiness precedes thine own reward. Hark to our words, it surely will. I shall give half my wealth to thee. I shall do thy bidding, and then wait. My reward shall come one day, and free me from mine awful fate. Dustin mimes giving Paul some money. Paul exits, then Dustin lies down on the stage and mimes going to sleep. After a moment, Merrill enters the stage, dances around Dustin's body, sprinkling some kind of sparkling dust on him.
Yola whispers to you, I am particularly enjoying the visual effects. Script is a little weak, dost thou not think?
Merrill leaves the stage and Dustin wakes up. Lo and behold, he finds a bag near his place of sleep. Upon opening it, he finds a bundle of gold.
By Lord British, I declare, 'tis my reward from the air. The voice I heard at night was right. About my wretched life, I will not care. The voice came to me in a dream. It was mine, inner voice so fair. I now have a companion and provider, and a master about whom I care.
You are jarred by the actor's choice of words, companion, provider, and master. You realize you have heard them before about 1 hour ago.
Oh, it is really awful.
Paul and Merrill join Dustin on stage and they all hold hands. The fellowship can give thee purpose, to join is thine only choice. Commit thyself to our just cause, and find thine inner voice. At that point, the actors bow and you realize that it's the end. You give them polite applause.
Oh, what do they mean about a voice? I'm not sure I understand. It was a confusing play. Did not like it at all. You whippersnappers, get off my lawn! We wasted our time and money. That is the last time that I let thee decide how best we entertain ourselves.
Oh, well, okay, Yola. I was about to take us to the brothel and Buccaneer's Den, but fuck that then.
I have changed my mind, Avatar.
Also, I need to go buy a third pair of swamp boots, which I completely forgot. You only ask because you've been craving physical contact with families is taken in. Another cuddler and always had issues with physical contact around the certain update. Shan explaining physical thing. Yeah, I'm just fucking happy I got to meet the family again. I crave normalcy. Where was the guy who sold shit again? Let's just find the boots that are laying in the ground. They were north of the healer, right? There they are. Hey, fuckface. Hey, fuckface. I said, hey, god damn it, you son of a bitch. Alright then, Spark. Guess you're gonna have to deal without them for a moment.
Oon.
Alright, let's save here. I'm gonna take a short little break, get myself more to drink. And then we're going to go to Britain and see if we can find more clues about the murderers. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, and yeah, that's pretty much bullshit, Cthulhu. And... but even then, Shen, I feel like, well, I feel like, person in a situation like that, if they were, for example, with COVID in the hospital, the least they could do is have an answering machine saying that I am not available. Please contact X instead. That's like the fucking least they should do. Yeah, that's why I said it's bullshit, because just, you know, basically ghosting a client, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna need the fucking boots, for Spark. Exactly, Shannon. That's why I'm irate about hearing that.
Understood, sir.
Alright. I'm here to buy a pair of swamp boots. And nothing else. Bye. Fuck you, asshole. Don't tell me to spend more money at your place. I'm only spending money at your place because, well, you have swamp boots. There. Alright, now let's go. Now let's get a move on. Because we are gonna have to go through the Fens of the Dead, which is a poisonous area. So with swamp boots, how do I feed you? No. How do I feed you guys? Okay, like that, I guess. Eat the sausage. Alright, learning. Now eat the grapes. Perfect. You're not fucking hungry, I just fed you, asswipe. Alright, now a test. We have swamp boots. Don't we all have swamp boots? Ah, god damn it. Yes, we all have swamp boots. Why can't I walk there? It just says we could use swamp boots. Why can't I walk there? Pause. I found pause. Oh, yeah, I have... See, there's swamp boots, there's swamp boots, and there's swamp boots. They all have them... They all have... All are wearing them. That food smells good. The salty dog. Alright, here's pause. Let's continue on the main road. Let's say. House of items. What does that mean? That's indeed a lot of items. You're very fast for a man without legs. You see a beggar. You cannot tell from the look on his face whether he is about to laugh or cry. Hi, what's your name? It's totally rooting for a brothel. No, I think that's going to be Buccaneer's Den, Jabulin.
My name's Fen, my lord.
And what do you do? He looks away from you shamefully.
I have no job, my lord.
You have no job.
I used to be a farmer in more prosperous times. I used to work with Comar and Merrick.
Tell me about Comer and...
He's my best friend and the bravest man I know. Oh, please, thou art making mine eyes leak.
Tell me about Merrick.
Merrick joined the fellowship so we could live in their shelter, the poor sod.
Shelter?
If thou art so unfortunate as to want to live there, thou was to be better on the corner with Connor and I.
Corner?
Even when pockets are light, there is still some mercy left in this world. Begging for money is not a proud profession, but there are worse ones.
Such as?
At least we do not have to do what Merrick does, to recruits for the fellowship.
What about the fellowship?
If the fellowship truly wants to help people, why would they let us starve just because we do not want to join? They cannot answer that one.
So they're just letting you starve.
Do not worry, we shall not starve. Come will spend their son Tobias with food and clothing for us every one often.
Who's Tobias?
Oh, he's a fine lad, always willing to give us a hand, unlike the rude urchin Garrett.
Tell me about Camille. He does have a point.
Camille is a good woman. She lives at the farm bordering the dairy.
What about Garrett?
The son of Ferildwin and Brita, who run the shelter. Garrett crosses the road to avoid us.
Sounds like an asshole.
We would not want the likes of him walking down our side of the road anyway.
Well,
will they give me a bit of money?
Yeah.
How much?
I'll have a $5.
Oh, thank thee, my lord.
Have a great one.
Good fortune to ye, my lord.
Alright, still. We can come back later. Right now, I want to go to Britain. I love that giving 0 is an option, like to change your mind at the very last second. Yeah, that's always a fucking option. Now, this is starting to look very Brittany. And sound very Brittany. We're all proper nerds and I'm just a fake. Can I get a recommendation for a free website or blog with as close as 0 ads? No? Are we there yet? Oh, shut the fuck up, Spark. Yes, Jabulin. After all, we are in Britain. What's that? It's a rock. Now, where would the docks be? What's that? Sundial. 3 o'clock. This looks good. The Oaken Ore. By proclamation of Lord British, this is an official document denoting ownership of the heretofore mentioned sailing vessel. Forgery of this title is prohibited under law number 1989832.AS, section 809. Deed, ship name, completion name, inspection date, and shipwright. Anybody here? I have some questions. Hello. Before you stands an old sailing man whose determined face appears to have weathered many a storm. Hello, what's your name?
I be Clint. Clint Howard.
So what do you do here?
In my youth, I was a sailor who sailed across the sea in tall ships. Now I must content myself solely with selling ships and sextants to others.
A sailor, you said. Do you know what Captain Hawkins?
Of course, this was the day when it took mighty men to be a sailor. Nowadays, those who set out to sea would not have lasted a day. But I suppose it is the nature of the universe that everything slowly becomes more tame. Except porn. Soon all the monsters will die off, the whole world will join together in trust and worthiness and unity like all those fellowship people say. Bah! The world was a better place when everybody fought everybody else, I say.
Yes, back in the good times, the Gargoyle Wars and everything. Got a team of 11 people, but I'm sure I'll be the one in charge of handling the web and streaming the Congress to YouTube. Probably. Now, Crown Jewel. Can you tell me about that?
The Crown Jewel came to Britain? Not any time recently, most certainly not. I remember the Crown Jewel had not been to Britain for a long time.
Interesting, so where would it be? It's not in Britain.
It's always the best thing to make thine own way in the world and not to listen to what thou art told to believe. Thou hast better remember that. May thy travels do well.
We were told... We were told it was heading for Britain, but apparently it never came here. Where would it be? Maybe he's sunk, maybe he's in port, maybe he's in cove. He could have just diverted somewhere else. Jeweler. Oh, maybe we could ask about the Gargoyle Jewel. You see a man whose boyish face is set with scrutinizing eyes that look as if they have seen much. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sean.
What do you do here?
When attending to fellowship affairs, I'm a jeweler here in Britain. If thou dost wish to buy something, say so.
A jeweler, you say?
It is very delicate work. It requires a special touch that only a few have. Thou must know precisely how to handle precious materials. Only the finest of craftsmen become jewelers, and they receive the highest of compensation.
Precious materials, huh?
I constantly require new materials with which to create my very special jewellery. I'm always in the market to buy gems. If thou dost ever come across any, I am the man to come to if thou shouldst want to sell them and make money.
Interesting.
Finest craftsman, you said. As I have told thee, only the finest of craftsmen become jewelers. And I am the finest of jewelers.
Does that not tell thee something? Yes, does tell me that you don't really know shit about humility.
My business makes more money than the mint.
Tell me about Britain.
Oh, I moved mine entire business here to Britain to be near the main branch of the fellowship. Thou hast no idea how much my business improved after I joined the fellowship.
Good for you, I guess.
Dost thou have a gem for sale? No, I just wanted to ask more.
Tell me about the fellowship.
Even thou mayest join the fellowship, and I can tell thee more about it. The fellowship is a society of spiritual seekers who strive to reach the highest level of human potential, and share this philosophy freely with all the people, in exchange only for 50% of your income. Very free. The fellowship was formed 20 years ago by Batlin with the full approval and support of Lord British. I can tell thee about the fellowship's philosophy if thou dost wish.
No, please don't. I've heard it enough times. I'm sure thou must be on thy way. No, a pirate cove. Okay. Yeah, just 50% of your income. That we learned from the morality play. WordPress was very easy to use 4 years ago, but that was the last time I used it. I never used WordPress, to be honest. Yeah, the Fellowship does not sound super nice. Iolo's bows. I don't remember the X. Was it G? Someone's clothiers. Bakery. The bank. No. The Blue Boar. Oh, that's the Blue Boar. Tonight, 9 to 12 in person. The avatars? The fuck are the avatars? Is the group of musicians? Oh, Shamino! Your old friend Shamino stands before you and marvel that has finally progressed into what some might call middle age. Hi, Shamino. What's your name? Tis Shamino. Shamino. What are you doing here, Shamino? I should hope 'twould be adventuring with thee. I'm weary of loitering about Britain. There is much we could be accomplishing. Where hast thou been, anyway? But please tell me, what brings thee here? There was a murder in Intrinsic. Shamino listens to tell him the story. I would be honored to join and help thee in investigating this matter. Sure. Shamino looked relieved. I am so glad thou didst ask me that. Gathers his gear and prepares to follow you. Shamino bows slightly. Yay! Now equip your shit. Iolo and Shamino. Woohoo! We completely forgot to look for Yana, by the way. She's supposed to be intrinsic. True, we need to find Dupre. Royal Museum. Thy old relics are here. Oh, the ruins of the virtues are here. There are all the runes. What are the what are the lenses doing here? Ania of Spring? Manitz's harpsichord used while composing. The bones of Zog, earliest Britannian fossil. The stones of virtue. Lord British's musket. swamp boots once worn by the Avatar. Now we have a child with a gun. Yeah, sure, why not? The Ankh, symbol of the virtues. True, I probably need ammo. Now, who might you be? This is a bright woman who looks much younger than she actually is. Well, thy reputation precedes thee, the Avatar in person. Word has spread thou wert in Britain. Hello, who might you be? My name is Candace, she says brightly. I must say I'm honored to meet the Avatar, she curtsies. And what do you do here, Candace? I'm the curator of the Royal Museum. Feel free to ask about any of the exhibits. I spend the rest of my time working with the Fellowship. Oh, everybody's with the fucking Fellowship. Tell me more about the Royal Museum. It's been in Britain for many, many years. It contains historical artifacts as well as works of art. Tell me about the artifacts. There are relics from early Britannia and even from the 3 Ages of Darkness. Back when Britannia was known as Sosaria. What about the works of art? Britannia is proud of the artists who donate their works to the museum. Thou will see pieces all over the country by Britannian artists Watson, Richard Fox, Randy Frank, Glenn Johnson, and Dennis Lubay. Tell me about the exhibits. We've just opened a special section in which thou might be interested. The exhibit of Avatar artifacts. Tell me about the Avatar artifacts. Well, thou surely must recognize them. They're supposed to be authentic things like the silver horn and the 8 stones. I understand the stones were used for teleportation, and if mages were not so sick in the head these days, they could cast a recall spell on them to teleport to specific places around Britannia. I believe if one casts a mark spell on one, thou canst reassign the teleportation location, but I suppose none of that works anymore. I bet it fucking will, and I will write that down because I bet I'm gonna be taking the fucking stones. Stones of the Virtues can be used for teleportation. Mark spell. Tag location. Recall spell to teleport. Those will probably be very useful. The museum has so much more meaning after playing the other games. I know, because pretty much everything in here is something that's been in one way or another meaningful in the games. Even the bloody harpsichord, because that's the royal composer's harpsichord, the one who taught us stones originally. Iolo whispers to you, Avatar, thou dost know that I do not condone stealing, but I do believe these stones may be useful to us. See, even Iolo fucking agrees. Perhaps we should come back later when the museum is closed, if thou dost know what I mean. After all, these items technically belong to thee. I agree. We meet every evening at the hall. Thou must come and visit. The Fellowship has given me a great purpose in life. I've made new friends and I've even found love, she giggles. Oops. I gave away my secret. I must not speak of it. Do forget I said that, please. Alright, Oompa. Thanks for popping by, and do sleep well. Why was it supposed to be a secret, then? What secret? I do not have a secret. It was a slip of the tongue. I cannot really speak to anyone about it.
Why, if a word get out to the mayor and may I ask thee to forget that I said anything?
No, you may not. You may not, Candice. The Avatar. Is this the Vortex Cube? Yep, that's the Vortex Cube. There's the Silver Horn. To summon the Silver Snakes. Silver Horn once used by the gargoyles to summon the Silver Snakes. Okay, so it's a different Silver Horn then, is it? Not the horn we used in 4? Or it has to be the same one. It's just been used for different purposes by the gargoyles, I guess, because it's in the Avatar room. You guys are fucking hungry all the time. Fine, eat some bread then. Alright. Let's...
Avatar! They are doing a play about thee!
Where? Here? Royal... Theater. This actor has much stage presence and a booming voice. Hi, what's your name?
My real name is Stuart. My stage name is Lawrence of Arabia.
Hi, Lawrence.
It is a name of particular hero of mine.
Now, what do you do?
I am the greatest actor who ever lived. He proclaims with absolutely no modesty.
People have forgotten humility here, I see.
I am playing the character Iolo in the new play.
Iolo, huh?
Stuart's feathers are obviously ruffled. Yes, I have been cast a second banana yet again.
Thought you were Iolo, not one of the pajama bananas.
I am much more suited to play the Avatar, but did Raymond cast me? No. Thou art nothing like me. And who art thou, pray tell? Why, I am the real Iolo. Of course thou art, and I'm really Lord British. Thou must take me for an ass to think I would believe that. A friend whispers to you, these actor types, a touchy bunch, eh?
Who the fuck's Raymundo?
I suppose he's a good director. He never cast me in the right roles, though. To think I went to school with him. We were on our first stage crew together.
How about the Avatar, then? Stuart whispers to you.
Jessa is all wrong. Why, thou wouldst make a better Avatar than he.
Wonder why?
And thou probably couldst not act thy way out of a reagent bag. That is not a reflection on thee, but on Jesse.
Acting, huh?
Acting is the highest form of art. It allows one to step outside oneself and become another person. Just like a game. Goodbye, be sure to come to the show when it opens.
Oh, fuck you, asshole. There's a tall, skinny actor with hobbly knees. So, are you the Avatar, then?
I'm Jesse and I'm a star.
What do you do?
I work at the Royal Theatre as an actor. I played all the great roles in my career. And I have a chance to play the part of a lifetime. The Avatar.
Tell me about the Royal Theatre.
Because it must cater to the masses. We never have the opportunity to do experimental works. Only the traditional gruel of mediocrity. But 'tis a wonderful space and it has marvellous acoustics.
So, tell me about the masses.
People like to see tales of heroic adventures, knights in armor, beautiful princesses, wise kings, wizards, evil monsters, all that rot. My favourite piece is something Raymond wrote for me entitled 3 on a Meat Hook. I stand on a stage and invite the audience to join me in tearing an undergarment into tiny pieces, after which they are all placed in funeral urns and mixed with wheat paste.
pieces of cloth, not the audience members. That happens in another play. Then the audience may glue the pieces anywhere on my body that they wish. Very experimental indeed. The role of the Avatar is very challenging. I have a plethora of lines and I had to work with a trainer for weeks to prepare for the enormous amount of activity required. This role will make Jesse a household name. How is it challenging? Tell me more. It is easily the most ambitious theatrical production ever conceived. There is over 100 hours of playtime. That is a long time for an audience. No shit, Sherlock. My biggest lines are name, job, buy. Touché game. Self-awareness. I like it. Especially since bye. Goodbye. Be sure to come to the show when it opens. Ah. Yeah. You can see the creativity literally flowing in abundance from this fellow. He looks at you with interest. Hi, what's your name? I'm Raimundo. What's your job? Well, I'm famous throughout the land. Hast thou not heard of me? No. Really? I'm surprised, but never mind. I'm the director of the Royal Theatre here in Britain. I'm also a playwright in residence. I compose a tune now and then as well. I sometimes act, but it is not wise to act in something that one directs. Unless you're Sylvester Stallone. We are working on a play at the moment. Now, tell me more. It's a little something I wrote entitled The Trials of the Avatar. It's about the legendary figure in Britannian history. The artist looks you up and down. Thou dost have a certain quality. Hast thou ever acted on a stage? No, not really. Well, it does not matter. I'm sure thou couldst quickly adapt. Officially, auditions have closed and the play's already cast. However, we need someone to understudy the role of the Avatar. Wouldst thou like to audition? Sure. Let's see if I can become the Avatar. Now I kind of want to see that, actually. What would all this look like if I had a different sex? Excellent. What thou needs to do is to visit Gay's clothier's shop and purchase an Avatar costume. I can audition thee once. I see thee in proper attire. Run along and do that quickly now. I'm a busy man. Okay, let's do it immediately. Let's audition for Avatar role. So the clothier was... This is... Trainer. Alright, it's probably that long building on our right, actually. This looks familiar. That's Iolo's bows. That's Gay's clothiers. Just in case, how much money do you have? 16. Give me all. So I now have 99. Don't run away from me, I need to talk to you. You see a woman who... Jin! Thank you very much for spreading the wonders of the North. How you doing? You see a woman who oozes partially sincere friendliness. What's her name?
My name is Gay.
What do you do?
I oversee the clothiers here in Britain when I'm not pursuing the teachings of the fellowship.
Clothiers, you say?
At our clothier shop we have the finest silken garments to buy that thou hast ever seen, imported from every corner of Britannia to cater to all tastes.
Tell me about the fellowship.
The fellowship is the philosophical group devoted to the teachings of a truly great man named Batshit. In the absence of the Avatar, Batshit's become a sort of spiritual father for the people of Britannia. Through his speeches and writings, he has changed the lives of many people, including my own. Thou wouldst want to attend the fellowship meeting tonight at 9 o'clock. It is always moving experience to hear the words of Batshit, our founder.
Right, but I'm here to buy a thing.
Do not tell me. Raymunda sent thee to get an Avatar costume. They cost 30 gold coins. Dost thou want one?
Yes. He looks you up and down.
Yes, I think we might be able to find something for thee.
After several minutes of rummaging through the store, Gay returns.
Here it is, not many left. We have had a run on them recently. It is indeed a pleasure to do business with thee, O great Avatar.
She grins and hands you the costume. Thank you. Good day, Lord. No, I said Batlin. That's his name, right? There, now we have an Avatar costume. Avatar wearing an Avatar costume. I'd kinda want to wear that for the rest of the game, to be honest. That's the national brand. Ah, there's the fellowship. Okay, now I know where the fellowship is. I'm already lost. Nope. Here we are. Oh, much better. Okay, I did say that. I'm here to audition. Ah, I see thou art ready. Very well, take center stage, wouldst thou? Raymunda hands you a script and you take the center stage. The lights feel hot on your face. Although you are a little nervous, you clear your throat and begin to read the lines on the page. So, should I go, I am the Avatar, or I am the Avatar, or I am the Avatar, or I am the Avatar? I would kind of go with 3 or 1. It's either I am the Avatar, or I am the Avatar. I am the Avatar. That, I don't know. We could go am, but then I would have to play I have no mouth, but I must scream. But that's a problem. Fine, let's go. I am the Avatar. No, that must sound like it. Just you had our friend the staff. The staff in hand, you try the lines once more. This time you feel like a true actor. The lines flow from your lips as if the Avatar were really saying them. Which I am. You feel an excitement you've never before felt. You like this acting thing. You crave more. You anxiously await Raymunda's critique. Takes the stuff and says, yeah, that's fine. I thank thee. Fine. We shall be in touch, yeah? Thanks for coming. There's the resume to slip by the door, yeah. Thank you. Fuck you, buddy. Alright, let's... This is Ultima 7? What the fuck is this? Why are you chasing a mouse? That better not be Sherry. He's a child that has recently grown into toddlerhood. What's your name?
Nicholas.
What's your job?
Hey, diaper.
Is it wet? Oh, it's just Nicholas's diaper is wet.
Yay, diaper. Gee.
Diaper. Nicholas points to the diapers on the table. Not gonna change your fucking diapers. The fucking Avatar. See a flamboyant-looking gentleman. He's very cheerful and outgoing, greeting with a smile and a wave. What's your name, buddy? From the dawn when sun doth rise, until next morn when moon must go, I answer to thy beck and cries, thine humble servant Carroccio. What do you do? The puppet's curtain I unfurl, and from mine hands the story is told. For pleasure of a boy or girl, to see doth cost one coin of gold. To take good measure of thy power, fortune fire of virtue's heart, to ring the bell this very hour, to test thy strength till thy muscles smart. Perhaps impress thine own sweetheart. Carroccio winks at you. Or dost thou wish to be a king? Yonder sticks a sword in stone, if thou canst only pull it out. Don't worry, I know how to pull out. Thou wilt be the next upon the throne. Puppet show? My child whose eyes spied father's toil, a puppet show of splendor royal. Time's breezes blow and my father's gone. His child is grown, regrets anon. Yes, many regret anon. The gears and wheels move the moppets now, I need of no one. And so I keep this carnival song playing on and on alone. Strength test. Take the hammer in thine hands and strike a blow upon the ground. If thine arm is possessed of might, then thou shalt hear a ringing sound. Once thou hast struck, if thou hearest naught, then thou dost know thy strength is flagging. But if thou dost win the strength test game, thou shalt receive a stuffed dragon. About the gears and wheels. I fear an end to my family craft, where the show is run by a human heart. But bones do age, not so machines, and we cannot simply replace a part. I carry on as best I can, a machine to play my father's role. Control the marionettes unseen, struggling to imbue them with soul. What about the regrets? The faces pressed before me, fleeting moments, chance of glee. From the lowly mongrel beggar to the resident of throne. Each know their place and gave me chase to find the one for me, woman whom my life may share. This heart that waits alone. A beggarman called Snaz will come to watch my show. To steal and sell all my best jokes, mine own personal foe. Thine ignorance doth make me skittish. Surely those learned a wise lord British. A woman, you said. The awakening of mine heart's idyll lies neath me, for I see her still. No bard could e'er describe nor tell the tenderness of my fair Nell. Tell me more about Nell. 'Tis said love is a fiery angel, riding soft silk wings of pure redemption. My puppet's heart still as an anvil at the wicked thrill of her attention. By mine angel Nell I'm anointed, humble cowardice felled by passion's blade. As a beloved I was hence appointed, perchance though destiny a marriage made. My coins are arrows rushing to make good, till the day when the jeweller sells his ring. For my sure heart is not but carved from wood, and she doth tend to the bed of a king. Carroccio looks as if he's lost in memory. After a moment he returns to reality. I would not be a gentleman if I spoke of this more. Forgive me the candour of mine heart's open door. He appears somewhat embarrassed and clears his throat loudly several times. How doing, Dr. McBortion? See foolish pride and love, brutality and sin, Carroccio's tiny world of moving dolls. Enough to make thee gasp or cry or grin. All who wish to see, 'tis time to hear my calls, for now the puppet show is about to begin. Test of strength. Art thou an avatar? Not strong enough. Now is the time for young and the old to dig their pockets and give up the gold. Does thou wish to donate a gold piece? Yeah, sure. Next show starts. That was the show. You see a very large mouse with an air of superior intelligence.
Avatar! She exclaims. I cannot believe thou art here, Finn.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
I mainly assist Nana in the royal nursery during the day. I watch the children alone in the evenings while Nana has dinner and goes to the fellowship meeting. Other times I run around the castle looking for mouse food.
Tell me about the royal nursery.
The children are so much fun. I like to read them their favourite story. Happens to be Lord British's favourite children's story too, The Wizard of Oz. He read it to me all those many years ago.
What kind of mouse food do you mean?
Well, cheese is my favourite. If thou dost ever have cheese to give away, I'll gladly eat it out, but I'll generally eat most anything. Dost thou have any cheese for me?
Oh, I'm sorry, I do not.
Too bad. If thou dost find any, please keep me in mind.
Tell me about the castle then.
It's much the same as it was when thou wert last here. There's been a bit of remodelling. After all, it's been 200 years since thou last were here. I believe Lord British has a storeroom with quite a bit of equipment inside.
That'll be the fucking first time. Lord British has equipment.
Ah. Thou hast not had chance yet. Do look around and meet them. They're most wonderful and amusing.
What about the story? Oh, that's a different one.
Yes, I want to hear the story. It's called Hubert's Hair-Raising Adventure.
Of course. Sherry stands on her hind legs, takes a deep breath, and then recites from memory. Very, very fast.
Hubert the Lion was naughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane. But conceit of the sort isn't proper at all, and Hubert the Lion was due for a fall. One day as he sharpened his claws on a rock, he received a most horrible, terrible shock. A flaming hot spark flew up in the air, came down on his head and ignited his hair. With a roar of surprise he took off like a streak, away through the jungle to Zambootsy Creek. He leaped in the kerplash with a shower of bubbles, and came bobbing up with a head full of stubbles. At first he just stared with a wide-open mouth, at the cloud of black smoke drifting off to the south. Then he felt with his paws just in back of his ears, and he suddenly realized the worst of his fears. I'm ruined, he shouted. Oh, what'll I do? I'd rather be dead or go live in a zoo. And if anyone sees me, oh, what a disgrace. So I'd better discover a good hiding place.
Interesting. But unfortunately, I don't think I can ask her to join. Man. That's a shame. See if thou art the next Lord of Britannia. I wanted sharing. Maybe I need to get her some cheese. LB! 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 Throne room of Lord British. Yeah, there was lots of cheese and Alone in the Dark too. That is true. LB! 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 There you are. Alright. Who might you be? You see your former companion and friend, Geoffrey, the captain of the guard. Hi, Geoffrey, what are you doing? These days I remain in my position as captain of the guard.
I'm Chuckles the fucking Jester, dipshit!
Yeah, unfortunately he's here as well. I'm the Lord British personal bodyguard and I'm in the charge of security at the castle. I do not have much time or use for adventuring right now. That's a shame. Have courage, have faith, be strong, be wise. Hi, Nistel. You see your old friend Nistel, now a decrepit old man, which he was in the last game as well, pretty much. He's lost in thought far away. Hi, Nistel. Well, I used to perform quite a bit of magic, he says apologetically, at least I think I used to. There's a man named Lord Bridget, I think. I work for him. Magic, huh? Sometimes the magic works, sometimes it does not. He waves his hand and drops his one. Whoops! He cries as he bends to pick it up.
Art thou sure this man's not really the jester?
No. The jester's much more annoying. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yes, magic. I can still sell thee some spells or reagents if thou wouldst like. Alright, so at least we know where to get that. Are we going somewhere? No, we are not. We're definitely not. Also, there's a switch behind that thing. Wonder how do I get there? Probably by jumping into the furnace. Hi, LB. You see your old friend Lord British, looking a bit older than when you last saw him. His eyes gleam at the sight of you. Ah, welcome, my friend, he says, embracing you. Please tell me what brings thee to Britannia. Or more importantly, what brought thee here? First of all, there was a rumble in Bronx. Lord British looks at you gravely. The foundation of Britannia was shaken with the rising of an island. This event was no random disaster, it was one of sorcerous intent. An island? Yes, Finn. I felt a great disturbance in the force when this island arose from the sea. The island is none other than the Isle of Fire, where thou defeated the hellspawn Exodus. That does not sound good. Tell me about the Isle of Fire. Finn, thou shouldst know that when I created the shrines of the virtues, I also set upon this island 3 great shrines, dedicated to the principles of truth, love, and courage. They reside within the walls of the Castle of Fire, because I'm kind of an idiot like that. I never revealed this to thee before, as I thought them forever lost when the Isle of Fire mysteriously sank beneath the waves. Is it on the map? I don't think it's on the map. There's Dagger Isle. There's Verity Isle, Isle of the Avatar, Burfin. Isle of Deeds. Nope, can't see it. The shrines are meant for the use of an avatar only, and therefore a talisman will be necessary to use one. The talismans are guarded by tests that thou should have no problem passing if thou wishest to seek their counsel. If thou wishest to seek out this isle, thou mayst use my ship. It now sits upon the southern shore of Vesper, and is called the Golden Ankh. Thank you. Southern shore. Vesper. I know, now we can disappear Lord British's ship. Please feel free to use it for as long as thou hast need of it. Lord British hands you the deed to the ship. I've also focused a magical crystal to the entrance of the Castle of Fire, which I refurbished after thy battle with Exodus. Here, take it. Perhaps it will give thee some insight. Although we warned, it is not at all stable and might be prone to shatter the nearer thou findest thyself to the location to which it is tuned. Lord British gives it a crystal. Wouldn't happen to have an extra orb of the moons for me. Mine has not worked since the troubles with magic began. In fact, none of the moon gates have been working reliably for quite a while. Didst thou bring thine orb of the moons? No. I see. Thou might be stranded in Britannia. Here, why not try mine? I shall let thee borrow it. Perhaps it will work for thee. Thank you. Be careful, though. The moon gates have become dangerous. Lord British hands you his orb of the moons. Tell me about the moon gates. The moon gates are not functioning. We cannot use them as we have in the past. Not only are they dysfunctional, they are in fact dangerous. One of my trusted sages used mine own orb to the moons to travel to the Shrine of Humility, and his body did shatter upon entering the gate. If only that mage in Cove hadn't gone mad. Tell me about the mad mage. The ruler leans forward and speaks quietly. There is a mad mage in Cove by the name of Rudion. Dost thou remember him? I have a vague recollection of that name. I seem to have abandoned my orb of the moons into a lava lake. Do you have a new one? Yeah, pretty much. Rudion was working with a magical substance called Black Rock. Before he went mad, he claimed that this mineral could solve the problem of the moon gates. I suggest that thou shouldst go to Cove and find him. Try to learn what it was that was doing with this Black Rock material. It could be our only hope. You said magic doesn't work, huh? Something is awry. Magic's not been working for the longest time. I even have trouble creating food with magic. Oh, danger does sound nice. Must be something to do with the magical ether. There are those who say that magic is dying, with the trouble with the moon gates and the situation with Nistel. I'm beginning to suspect that they might be right. Lord British studies you a moment. Perhaps magic works much better for thee. Thou hast not been in Britannia long. It is possible that whatever has affected magic has not yet made its mark upon thee. Please try. A spellbook is stored with the rest of thine equipment. Oh, my equipment, where? Thou art welcome to any of mine equipment. I keep it in a locked storeroom here in the castle. Thou wilt find the key in my study. Yes, please. Tell me about it. Where is it? It's in the western end of the castle. What about the storeroom? I'm sure thou canst find it. Consider it something of a game. So the spellbook's there, huh? Oh yes, I have a spellbook stored away with the rest of the equipment. Now, tell me about the Nistel. He seems a bit off. The king lowers his voice. He's acting oddly, isn't he? Something has happened to his mind. He doesn't seem to be able to concentrate on magic anymore, or concentrate on pretty much anything. Now, what about Rudion? He was a brilliant and respected mage, but something happened to him in recent years. He seemed to go completely senile. Suddenly, something jars Lord British's memory. I wonder if there's a connection with what happened to Rudion and what's befallen Nistel. Yeah, I wonder if fucking mages are going senile, if there's a connection. Surely thou dost remember Cove. It's a very pleasant town to the east of Britain, quite relaxing. Now tell me more about Exodus. Oh, thy battle with the strange mixture of machine and spirit is now legendary. Do be careful if thou art going to the isle, for the remains of the being now reside in one of the chambers of the Castle of Fire. Right, so we might face Exodus again. You relate the story of how Red Moongate appeared behind your house and mysteriously took you to Trinzy. Lord British's brow creases as I speak. Finally says, I did not send the Red Moongate to fetch thee. Someone or something must have activated that Moongate. And that is strange indeed, because we have been having a bit of a trouble with Moongates as of late. In fact, we have been having trouble with magic in general. What about the Fellowship? They're an extremely useful and productive group of citizens. Thou shouldst most certainly visit the Fellowship headquarters here in Britain and speak with Batlin. The Fellowship's done many good deeds throughout Britannia, including feeding the poor, educating and helping those in need, taking most of their money, and promoting general goodwill and peace. Tell me about Batlin. Oh, he's a druid who began the Fellowship about 20 years ago. He's highly intelligent and as warm and as gentle as a human being. And their headquarters? Oh yes, it's not far from the castle, to the southwest. It's just south of the theatre. Thank you. Goodbye, Finn. Come back soon. Hi, shitface. You're wary of conversing with the trickster, Chuckles, but decide to anyway.
I'm Chuckles the fucking Jester, dipshit!
I must not say my name, lest I break the rule of the game. I was, am, and shall be the court fool. I would give thee a clue, if I wish, but for now my job is to play the game. Tell me about the game. Thou must play the game if thou dost want to speak with me. What are the rules? Thou must learn the game and then jump in and play it. Explain it. Thou didst just break the rule of the game. Thou had best learn it. Just stop for a moment. I will speak if thou dost play the game, friend. Game. What are the rules? Thou must learn the game and then jump in and play it. I know the game. Then just play it. Chuckles this jigsaw now. Oh, he uses funny sentences. Of what do we speak? Of what thou wouldst like. Thou. Why dost thou want to speak of me? Canst thou not think of a thing much more fun of which to speak? Food. There is good food at the pub. As for me, I like to eat on the floor of my room. That does not surprise me, actually. Chuckles does come off as a guy who eats from the floor. So, where is the blue ball? Thou canst get a good meal there, but I could give thee a good clue. Okay, that sounds good. Tell me about a clue. Art thou sure thou canst play the game? No, but I'm gonna say yes. Then prove it. Talk to me. He's using short words for the most part, so I'm basically using that as a... that is a guide. Hi, Chuck. Hi there, what's on thy mind? Too much. Ah, I do know what thou dost mean. Thou dost need help, yes? You see, it's all fucking basically 4-letter words. Well, kinda.
Man, so close.
Yes, I do. I might could give thee a clue.
I would like to give Chuckles a black eye.
Not the only fucking one. That would be big of thee. What wilt thou give me for a clue? I shan't murder thee. See, the game knows us. No, but I'll give him a smile. How nice. All right, I shall give thee a clue. 'Tis here in this scroll. So long, my friend, do not do not lose how to play the game. See, short words. That's the deed. How to keep Avatar busy for hours, looking for a clue. Please scroll forward. How to keep the Avatar very, very busy for hours, looking for a clue. How to keep the Avatar very, very busy for hours, looking for a clue. And how to keep the Avatar so very absolutely, unbelievably, and incredibly busy for hours, looking for a clue. When thou art not so busy, thou shouldst seek out Margareta, the gypsy in Minok, and have their fortune told. Signed, Chuckles. Margareta. The gypsy. In Minok. Fortune. The only way to win is not to play at all, pretty much. Oh, sure, go ahead. So it's not short words. Oh, close enough. There's the gem and over the moons. This is the gem that help us find this place. One syllable words only. That's why he couldn't say forget. Or chuckles. Okay. Well, I was close enough. I was close enough. I'm off to bed. I have some exams coming up, so sleeping is advised. Yeah, indeed. See you all later, and have a very, very good one. Bye, Finn and chat. Have a good one, Cookie. Thank you for popping by. And do sleep well. Alright. Oh! Oh! I saw it now. Press that thing. There's a button there. I want to press it. How do I... God damn it. That's an obvious hidden button. Wonder what would be the outcome of choosing not killing you. Probably losing the game, to be honest. Alright, so LB's study has a key. Now, which is LB's study? But there's a switch here. So this is the bedroom, so it's the study. How do I get there? Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'll get you food later. Trying to find a way into the goddamn study. Where we're supposed to find a key. Why does the castle have to have so many hidden places? The 5 stages of lawn care. This is the brilliant and witty depiction of the humorous antics of the 2 young boys during one very hot summer in Britannia. From courting to practicing swordplay, the duo never seemed to be able to avoid trouble. Though the boys grew up, by the end of the story, they don't quite seem to lose all of their youthful instincts. What a fool believes. Within the pages of the book is the story of a bard and a blonde and a bottle, the perfect combination for a classic tale of the war between the sexes. The Transitive Vampire. This richly detailed tome is a handbook of grammar for the innocent, the eager, and the doomed. A complete guide to Britannian minerals, precious and semi-precious stones. Herein one can find the description of a plethora of rocks and gems. One can find lead in a variety of veins, while a common ore lead is used with such frequency in items such as horseshoes that it is a valuable metal to procure. Gold is quite rare. Though generally without function, gold has maintained its worth by its very rarity. The refined form is so full of shine that many give it to their lovers as tokens of affection. It is a well-known rumor that one who loves enough to give gold loves enough to remain true. Now, black rock is an odd substance, only recently discovered. There seems to be little interest in it, and even less use for it. A small handful of experimenters have noticed it has a profound effect in magic, though these same researchers refuse to comment on what exactly the material does. Tren 1, 2, 3, 4, and 17. This autobiography penned by the obtuse mage revealed Tran's life in all of his incarnations as he continually strove to possess more powerful beings. Which is the study? Because there are bedrooms are plenty. What the fuck is that? Document? Oh, Inkwell. Bagraz's story is a legend. Many centuries ago, the prophet Father Antos. I remember that. Reasons why one should never build doors facing north or west. Many centuries ago, the prophet Father Antos foretold the coming of a plague of locusts that would arrive from the lands to the north. He predicted that their source area was so important that it would indicate who would survive the attack and who would not. He predicted that anyone living in a house having a door with a northern exposure could perish under the onslaught. 2 days later, the locusts came, and in the aftermath it was discovered that only the houses with the doors on the north wall were destroyed. The naturalist Ergen incorporated in Algard's discovery that the sun rises from the east to theorize that the nightly path of many dark-dwelling nasties could be traced. As the sun moves slowly to the west, Ergen contends shadows increase in the east, forcing monsters to move that direction to stay out of the sun. Therefore, as denizens of the dark travel from the west, they are more likely to invade households with doors that directly cross their paths. Mempto rays, a qualitative study in metaphilosophical radiation. Despite Falkredan's theory of 0335, there are indeed rays of energy that constantly bombard Britannia. In fact, these very same rays permeate all the known space between Britannia and the stars. Recent experiments have proven my theory that these rays known hereafter as Mempto rays are lethal to all non-living matter. In fact, Mempto rays have demonstrated their ability numerous times, once killing an entire boulder of matter in a few hours. It is my recommendation that I finish this book. 101 Ways to Cheat at NIM. The pages of this tome are the many ways to earn supplementary gold by gambling at NIM. Written by the originator of the game himself, this book covers in depth such strategies as claw first, questions later, and there are no ways to skin a cat. By Dr. Cat, who we met last time. Because the result of a board dev making fun of buildings that have walls in certain walls due to perspective, and I love it. I know, and they give it a fucking reason for it in-game by doing that. There's the key. The day it didn't work. This collection of essays details the difficulties of overseeing a group of well-meaning misfits in a mechanical environment, especially when the overseer is a misfit as well. No One Leaves, the sequel to The Day It Didn't Work. The short term offers insight to why new mechanical contraptions don't always function at the time agreed upon between mechanician and overseer, despite how constructed they may appear. In addition, the work discusses how to handle presenting the complaints to the tinkerers who worked on them and how to persuade them to finish the work regardless of how tired they are and how late in the evening it is. No Way to Jump. Herein lies the compilation that discusses various elements found in adventure stories, in addition to an evaluation of their literary worth. One essay demonstrates how to apply such elements in other styles. Up is Out. Herein is discussed the most current theories on gravity and mass. After years of study and research, the author finally put the fruits of his labor down in the pages of this tome, which includes his discussion on falling apples. How to Conquer the World in 3 Easy Steps by Maximilian the Amazingly Mean. Found within are the ravings of a deranged megalomaniacal cleric, describing his plans for the domination of Britannia. After I've acquired the Vascorp spell, there will be no one to defy me, for all will fear my casting of the spell. Even the Lord Brit himself will offer his obeisance to me. Okie dokie, buddy. Now, we need to find a storeroom, which I am gonna assume we're gonna have to... go through... Well, let's go through these, whatever these were called again. Battlements, maybe? Kind of a training roomy. What's that? A quill, okay. Aww. Oh, that's the nursery where... Sherry works, I guess. Okay, guess I was wrong. Yeah, and we were told that there had been some renovations and remodeling, so... This is the result. Still, where the fuck is the storeroom? There's a musket and ammunition. How do I get there, though? There is clearly a second floor. Alright, there's some stuff. Perfect. And it's getting dark as well, apparently. There's been some renovations. For starters, LB got tired of having his bedroom on the 3rd floor. Now there's no fucking 3rd floor. Also, someone kept stealing his magic cups. I wonder who that was. But, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start leaving for work pretty quickly, because goddamn, time flies when you're having fun, and I'm having fun with Ultima so bloody much. So, we are gonna return later this week for more Ultima 7. Goddamn, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But anyway, that is it for this time. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all had a good time, and I have to fucking run. So, Pintervet signing out.
Next time, obey.